Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audiovisual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
Are you ready to take charge of your health? Welcome to Focus on Health, your weekly guide to staying informed and living better. Join me every week as I sit down with trusted medical experts.
Gynecology is basically a field concerned with mainly the female genitalia.
Explore real-life stories
during when the patient come in,
and bring you updates and tips that are beneficial to your health. Because health isn't just important, it is everything. Tune in to Focus on Health every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. only on KUTV. I'm your host, Kandia Marian, and I'll see you then.
Imagine a world where you are empowered to take charge of your health, where you are well informed about the latest advancements in healthcare and understand the policies that impact your well-being. Get ready to take charge of matters your health as we bring you a blend of weekly health features that engage professionals from across various medical fields.
When do you decide as a patient, do I need to go see the doctor? We are at a stage where we are seeing all this manner of chronic illnesses, and we wait until we get a disease, and then is when we go ahead.
From the most mundane to the complexities that perhaps seem overwhelming, we got you covered.
In terms of the factors that might be attributed, there are hereditary factors that means it could be genetic, so that's one factor. But there are other factors as well, like nutritional deficiencies. So some vitamins such as folate have been identified to be a factor in those. So
our mission is to break down intricate health topics into understandable and actionable insights. Join me, Yvonne Kimuma, every Wednesday 9 p.m. on KUTV's News at 9, where your health is our priority.
In a world where uncertainty rules and opportunities are scarce, it's time to break from the barrier and unlock your full potential.
We must live within our means. We cannot spend money that we don't have.
We will explore the fascinating world of investment, trade secrets, business strategies, and entrepreneurship.
Sasa challenges ziko mingi sana. Packing ya mzigo imekuwa mbaya. Unaweka pesa yako inakataa kurudi.
Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, what you covered with invaluable insights to help you succeed.
Now, this year we have seen a rebound in the economy, which is well above the global average of the 3%.
Join me, Anyango Sylvia, every Sunday and Monday on KUTV News at 9, and let's turn your dreams into reality.
This program is rated PG. Content carried in here may be watched by everyone. However, parental guidance is advised.
In Kenya's higher learning institutions, a quiet shift is underway, one that is redefining how students earn, trade, and interact with their local economies. As the cost of living pressures mounts and formal employment opportunities remain limited, many students are turning to digital platforms to bridge the gap. From used electronics and fashion items to textbooks and room essentials, informal online marketplaces have become the default means of trade among students. These transactions are increasingly taking place in peer-to-peer digital spaces, such as WhatsApp, Telegram channels, and in some classes, dedicated apps. An estimated 1.2 million young people engage in digital work or informal online trade. Online platforms like Gigi Kenya draw millions of monthly users with high traction around campus zones. This informal trade economy is often undocumented, yet it plays a critical role in how students sustain themselves, not only as buyers but as small-scale traders. In response to this growing need, a number of young innovators are building tools to simplify and formalize this exchange. One such initiative is the KM app, a newly developed marketplace tailored specifically for students at Kenyatta University. Designed by an ongoing student, the platform allows users to list new and used items, connect with buyers, and manage transactions within their campus ecosystem.
I'm Keith Washira. I'm from biomedical engineering here at Kenyatta University, and I love creating apps and games. Initially, I loved technology and games, so when I joined university, I got my first laptop, and so I saw my first opportunity. So from first year, I started learning how to create games using Python and tools like Unity. The process went on smoothly. Even during second year, we were given a project. We were divided into groups that we had to come up with projects. One of the projects that I advised my group to go with was creating games. We created the game, was successful. But then I had to stop because my device could not support creating complex games as its specifications were slow. Creating games requires a laptop with high processing power and high graphics card. And since mine could not, I had to give up on that. But then after giving up immediately, I could not just stop on softwares, so I decided to start learning something else that won't require much processing. So I opted for developing apps. I would love to create games that will unite people all over the world, and also applications that will solve real-world problems and even put Kenya on the global map. I hope to work on my own business. As soon I hope to be able to create my own company. I always loved things about technology, and I always wondered how these apps work, what's the logic behind all these games, and so I decided to explore them. I'm self-taught. All the things I know is through the tutorials that are online, through these forums and all that. Okay, the most exciting part is when you create something and the users interact with it positively. When the people love it, yeah, that's exciting. The most challenging bit is when you face some technical features, maybe a feature breaks which was initially working. That can be so frustrating, even take you days or hours to fix it. Yeah, but at the end, it's a worthy process to take. KM is a marketplace that enables campus students to buy and sell items and services easily and safely. Initially, I had problems to acquire certain products or services. Let's say I wanted an electronic. Finding it was difficult. I had to go through the shops, maybe these WhatsApp groups, and that's not an organized way. So I wanted some organized form that users can easily find what they are looking for within campuses. Yeah. Okay, to use the KM app, you download it on Play Store. After you download it, you can sign up either via email or Google. Then when you complete the sign up, you have to complete your profile where you set your profile picture, your name, and the contact information methods. After that, you are ready. You can view the products that have already been posted, products or services, and when you find one that you're interested in, you can preview it and find the seller information where you can directly talk to each other and agree. You can also chat within the app as you would prefer. When you want to upload a product or a service, you can go to the dashboard where you'll find the form to fill in the basic details of the product or the service, which includes the product description, the name, the picture. Then when you upload it, it will be live and ready for others to purchase. Okay, the app I'm currently developing is KM, which is a marketplace for campus students. It solves the problem where students can easily find products or services that they require. They don't have to go to the actual shops or use these global apps that acquiring products can be time consuming and somehow difficult. This allows you to find things within your local community. For the competitors, I'm not quite sure it. Maybe these successful apps that students are used to purchase stuff like the GG Jumia, but that's something global that is not, it's not a main competitor. But within this campus setup, I've not met a competitor yet. First, I had to come up with the idea. I restructured the idea properly. And then I went ahead to design the user interface how people will be able to see the app using tools like Figma. From there, it was now to implement it. During implementing, I used Flutter to develop the user interface where people will be interacting with the app, the buttons, the forms, and all that. Then for the backend, all this logic that happens that the user does not know about but keeps the app going. I used Firebase and Node.js to come up with them.
Badala ya kutafuta kazi, tunaweza kuanzisha miradi yetu ambayo ingetusaidia kubadilisha maisha ya wazazi wetu.
Kwa vijana wenzangu, wengi hawana kazi, lakini ikiwa sisi wenyewe tutajiamini, tunaweza kujiajiri wenyewe.
Afrika kwa kweli tuna mahitaji ambayo ukiyasuluhisha unaweza kuathiri watu kwenye bara hili.
Bila woga, watu huwa na uzalishaji zaidi, wanajawa na ujasiri, wanakuwa wabunifu na wanakuwa wenye maarifa.
Niliamua kuacha kazi. Hata kama sitafanikiwa, nitakuwa nimejaribu, nitakuwa najua haiwezekani.
Hakuna kitu cha ajabu hapa. Kila anayepata ufanisi hufanya kazi usiku na mchana.
Kitu kitakusukuma na kuwezesha kupata maarifa ambayo hukuwa nayo.
Tunajaribu kutengeneza kitu kitakachopita mipaka ya nchi hii.
Ikiwa unataka kubadilisha ulimwengu, anza na nyumbani.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audio-visual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
For Flutter, it's free since it's open source, but for Firebase, it has some subscriptions where you can develop some things in the free tier, but other complex things such as cloud functions, you have to have a subscription for them. For the project, I've been funding myself. I had to go through all those features that were required, and I had to optimize it so that I use things that require less money, those things that I could afford, and those which were expensive, I could avoid them for now until I get the required funding. Currently, the app is completely free. Users can post their stuff for others to find. But then when the user base grows, I plan to include some strategies that will help make me money to grow the app. Maybe, for example, the boost visibility feature. I could also add the delivery services and many other features. All those depend on the user base growing fast. Currently, people have been receiving it positively. Most of the users have been telling me it's a nice idea. It's something that they were hoping to get. Yeah. First, after development, I usually test it myself to identify some bugs that I might have missed. Then I share it with my friends, who then do some further testing. When they complete their testing, then I publish the update. Then it's up to the users. I'll be getting their feedback and then use that to correct any other things that come up. The current strategy that I'm using is mostly these WhatsApp groups, because there are these WhatsApp groups where students post their products and services, but things are so cluttered. So I use this platform to advertise my products, and also I've been recruiting some people who have been talking to people through word of mouth, and also posting in their statuses to raise its awareness. Currently, I'm focusing on Kenyatta University first, because I can't manage to market in all campuses in Kenya. Then when Kenyatta University is successful, then I can begin to scale to other campuses. And if possible, if that's successful, maybe I can also scale to other normal users if possible. With marketing, I hope to approach these student leaders, because they have a wider reach to students. I've approached a few, and I hope to approach more, as they will help me reach there. Also, I've been joining the WhatsApp groups for several schools, where I've been posting the app, explaining how it's better than using these WhatsApp groups, where information is not organized in any way, making finding the products and services difficult. With networking, I've used these online forums like Stack Overflow, Reddit, where other developers who I don't know have helped me solve some features or even come up with new ideas for the app. I've also met with some of my friends who are also developers that have also helped me. There's a lot of opportunities for solo developers, as long as you come up with something that's unique and something that people want. In the next 1 year, I hope that the app will have a wide user base and will be known all over KU. I'm considering partnerships, as I'm open to the idea of someone coming to help to maybe mentor me on the marketing strategies, or even someone that can provide fundings that can help scale the app. KM is an online marketplace for students where they can sell their products and services. It makes buying and selling easy, safe, and convenient.